Welcome to Fast Language Mastery. I'm Artemy and I'm here to help you learn languages smarter, faster, and with confidence using my own proven methods for mastering any language fast. In this free course, we are going to learn the Serbian language. And I will guide you step by step through everything you need to know to start speaking the Serbian language. In this course, we will learn Serbian without fluff and boring memorization of common words and phrases and without wasting time on things that don't help you actually communicate in the language. You will learn how to build real sentences, express any ideas, and start speaking from day one. If you are ready to start learning Serbian, just follow along and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. In this lesson, we learn how to conjugate Serbian verbs in the present tense. We start from the verbs. Why? Because verbs are the base of any language. Any language starts from the verbs, not from common phrases, not from common words, not from greetings. No, every language starts from the verbs. If we master verbs, we can master everything in the language much faster and much easier. So we will learn how to conjugate verbs, how to conjugate regular verbs in the present tense. We will focus only on simple verbs first, and then in the next lessons we will learn irregular verbs, modal verbs, and other kinds of verbs and other tenses as well. Once you know how to conjugate verbs properly, everything else is easy. So in Serbian language, there are three main verb groups called conjugation. And what is a conjugation? Conjugation means changing the verb depending on who is doing the action, whether it is I, you, he, she, we, they, personal pronouns, let's say. Uh, yeah, verbs change based on who is doing the action relating to that verb. Okay, each conjugation group has its own rules, but don't worry, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. We're going to jump straight ahead. We're going to jump straight into that. So, as I said before, there are three conjugations in Serbian language, and this is conjugation number one, and its subgroup iti. Group iti means that the verbs in their infinitive form, which belong to this group, will have the ending iti. For example, this verb raditi, which means to work or to do. Raditi, it has the ending iti. It means that it belongs to the conjugation number one. And here is how we conjugate it. Я radim, I work or I do. Ti radish, you work or you do. On radi, ona radi, ono radi. He works, she works, it works or does. Mi radimo, we work or we do. Vi radite, you work or you do. Here it means that you, all of you, it means more than one person, plural. Also, we use vi instead of t for formal expressions, for formal addressation. When we address someone who is higher status of we or who we don't know, we use vi, like to be polite. Okay, so vi raditi, you work or you do. Oni oni rade, one rade, ona rade. They work or they do. They here it is they, as you can see, on oni, ona, one, ono, ona. It is literally plural of he, she, is. So we use oni when we talk about masculine objects or masculine and feminine object or objects or men and women at the same time. We use one when we talk about feminine objects or only women. And we use ona when we talk about neuter objects, which have neuter. It is. We will learn about grammatical genders later, about nouns, adjectives, and their grammatical gender later. Now just memorize that oni, one, ona. You can just memorize one and one. That's enough for now. So, ja radim, ti radiš, on radi, ona radi, mi radimo, vi radite, oni rade, one rade. Yeah, look at the endings are im, ish, I, imo, ite, e. Memorize this. Now, same conjugation, subgroup eti, sedeti. Verbs which have the ending sedeti also belong to the conjugation group number one. Conjugation number one. And as you can see, the verbs in this subgroup eti have the same ending when they are conjugated with pronouns. So let's conjugate the verb sediti, which means to sit. Ja sedim, I sit. Ti sediš, you sit. On sedi, he sits. Ona sedi, she sits. Mi sedimo, we sit. Vi sedite, you sit. Oni sede, one sede, they sit. As you can see, the endings are the same as in the group iti. But in the infinitive form, these verbs have the ending eti. Okay? Now, conjugate these verbs. Practice it and conjugate them. Videti, to see, misliti, to think, želiti, to wish, učiti, to learn, čistiti, to clean, govoriti, to speak, to talk or to say, voleti, to love, mrziti, to hate, voziti, to drive, živjeti, to live. I will help you with the first one. Videti, to see. Ja vidim, ti vidiš, on vidi, ona vidi, mi vidimo, vi vidite, oni vide, one vide. Okay, do the same for all of these verbs. Conjugation number 2, group ati. In this conjugation, there is only one group, ati. It means that the verbs in their infinitive form, which belong to this conjugation, will have the ending ati. For example, znati, to know. And now let's do it with negation. Instead of saying I know, we'll say I don't know. And in order to say don't or does not, we just add the particle ne before the verb. Okay? So here's how we do it. Ja ne znam, I don't know. Ti ne znaš, you don't know. On ne zna, he does not know. Ona ne zna, she does not know. Mi ne znamo, we don't know. Vi ne znate, you don't know. Oni ne znaju, one ne znaju, they don't know. As you can see, here we have different endings from the conjugation 1. Here we have the ending am, ash, a, amo, ate, ayu, and in conjugation 1 we have im, ish, I, imo, ite, e. Okay? Yeah. Now conjugate these verbs, which belong to the conjugation 2. Pitati, to ask, čekati, to wait, igrati, to play, gledati, to watch, šetati, to walk, čitati, to read, pevati, to sing, menjati, to change, otvarati, to open, zatvarati, to close. I will help you with the first one. Pitati, to ask. Ja pitam, ti pitaš, on pita, ona pita, mi pitamo, vi pitate, oni pitaju, one pitaju. Okay, do the same for all of them, for all these 10 verbs. Conjugation 3. This conjugation is a bit more complicated because it has the same endings as in the infinitive form as conjugation 2, but there is a trick. This conjugation has changing consonants because the verbs which has z or s or k before the ending ati will belong to this conjugation. And another complication is there are many irregular verbs which belong to this conjugation. But in this lesson, we learn only regular verbs, so don't worry about irregular verbs now. Just learn how to do it with simple regular verbs first. So, as you can see, the consonant before the ending changes in this conjugation. Z changed to ž, S changed to S, K changed to che in the conjugation. So instead of ja kazam, we say ja kažem. Okay, now you understand. You can see how it works in this slide. And yes, and we have also different endings, different from previous conjugations. So let's conjugate these verbs. Ja kažem, I say. Ti kažeš, you say. On kaže, he says. Ona kaže, she says. Mi kažemo, we say. Vi kažete, you say. Oni kažu, one kažu, they say. Now let's conjugate these two other verbs. Pisati, to write. Ja pišem, ti pišeš, on piše, ona piše, mi pišemo, vi pišete, oni pišu. Plakati, to cry. Ja plačem, ti plačeš, on plače, ona plače, mi plačemo, vi plačete, oni plaču. Now conjugate these verbs. Vikati, to shout. Rezervisati, to reserve or to book. Mirisati, to smell. Dizati, to lift. vezati, to tie or to connect, skakati, to jump, brisati, to erase or to wipe, komentarisati, to comment, rezati, to cut, žvakati, to chew. I will help you with first and the second one. Vikati, to shout. Ja vičem, ti vičeš, on viče, ona viče, mi vičemo, vi vičete, oni viču. Reservicity, to reserve or to book. Ja rezervišem, ti rezervišeš, on rezerviše, ona rezerviše, mi rezervišemo, vi rezervišete, oni rezervišu. Okay, do the same for all of these verbs. Next, there is a subgroup in this conjugation number 3, and this subgroup is ovati ivati. Verbs of this subgroup have the ending ati, but they also have the suffix of or iv before their ending. To make it more simple, let's not get into academic terms and just say that this is like the whole ending, ovati or ivati, okay? Just for our simplification. So if you see the ending ovati or ivati, they will have these endings, which you can see on the screen. So it changes. And let's conjugate the verb, these two verbs. Putovati, to travel. Ja putujem, ti putuješ, on putuje, ona putuje, mi putujemo, vi putujete, oni putuju. And istraživati, to research. Ja istražujem, ti istražuješ, on istražuje, mi istražujemo, vi istražujete, oni istražuju. Now, conjugate these verbs, which belong to this subgroup. Zahvaljivati, to thank, posjećivati, to visit, nagrađivati, to reward, savjetovati, to advise, učestvovati, to participate, darovati, to give as a gift, organizovati, to organize, preterivati, to exaggerate, zarađivati, to earn, pljuvati, to spit. I'll help you with the first one. Zahvaljivati, to thank. Ja zahvaljujem, ti zahvaljuješ, on zahvaljuje, ona zahvaljuje, mi zahvaljujemo, vi zahvaljujete, oni zahvaljuju. Okay, do the same for all of them. How to ask questions in Serbian language. In order to ask a question, we need to put this da li before the pronoun and verb. And here is how we do it. Da li ona zna? Does she know? We also can say da li zna without pronoun because we have certain ending which is related to that pronoun. For example, we can say da li ona zna or da li zna. It will be the same. Da li zna would mean does he or she knows. No, okay. Da li čekaš? Do you wait or are you waiting? Yeah, another note. In Serbian language, there is no difference between the tense do you wait or are you waiting. It would be the same. It can mean either of them. In Serbian, in English, these are two different tenses, but in Serbian, it doesn't matter. We say da li čekaš, it can mean do you wait or are you waiting. And as you can see here, we don't use the pronoun you, t, because here we have the verb with ending, certain ending, ash, which is related to that pronoun t. Okay, da li čekaš? Do you wait or are you waiting? Da li volite? Do you love? Da li radimo? Do we work or are we working? Da li oni čitaju? Do they read? Da li ti misliš? Do you think? As you can see, we can use the pronoun just to emphasize this. Like we can say da li misliš? Do you think? Or you can say da li ti misliš? Do you think? Can you hear the difference? Okay. Da li on putuje? Does he travel or is he traveling? And here are the question words. Šta? What? Ko? Who? Kako? How? Gde? Where? Kada? When? Zašto? Why? Koliko? How much or how many? Koji? Which? And let's build the first sentences with the words which we learned before and few new words. Okay, šta radiš? What are you doing? Ko zna koliko košta? Who knows how much it costs? In English, it would be more correct to say who knows how much it is, ko zna koliko košta. But translation can be not literal to Serbian language, because in Serbian we say, literally we say who knows how much it costs, but in English we say who knows how much it is. Something like that, okay? Gde putujemo sutra? Where are we traveling tomorrow? Or where do we travel tomorrow? Kada šetate zajedno? When do you walk together? Kada šetate zajedno? When do you walk together? Zašto čekamo sada? Why are we waiting now? Or why do we wait now? Zašto čekamo sada? Why are we waiting now? Da li ti znaš koliko ja čekam? Do you know how long I wait? Or in English it would be more correct to say, do you know how long I've been waiting? Because in Serbian, in Serbian language, there is no this tense, which sounds like have been in English. Okay, that's why literally we say, do you know how long I wait? Da li znaš koliko ja čekam? But in English, we would translate it as, do you know how long I've been waiting? Koliko zarađuješ tamo? How much do you earn there? Or how much are you earning there? Kako znaš gdje ja živim? How do you know where I live? Now, here is the exercise for you. Build sentences on your own with these words and verbs from the previous slides. I will read these new words for you. Brzo, fast, sporo, slow, zajedno, together, danas, today, sutra, tomorrow, ujutro, at morning, uveče, in the evening, koštati, to cost, dugo, long, kratko, short, blizu, close, daleko, far, kuvati, to cook, dobro, good, loše, bad, kupovati, to buy. Next steps. What to do next? Conjugate all verbs from this lesson and repeat that, practice it, okay? There are approximately 54 verbs, at least I counted 54. It's enough to get confident at conjugating verbs in the present tense if you conjugate all of them according to these slides, to the previous slides. Okay, you will be confident if you conjugate all of these 54 verbs. You will be confident about it. Build sentences with the vocabulary from this lesson. You can make hundreds of word combinations and sentences. Yeah, I would say even thousands of combinations. This lesson contains approximately 71 words. Use them all in vocabulary building exercises, and 71 verbs, 71 words, and they include 54 verbs. You can make literally thousands of combinations, and you already can be fluent in only in this vocabulary which you learn from this lesson. You will not be fluent in the whole language, but in this small part of language you can be fluent if you practice this lesson well. Okay. Then watch and study next lessons. Check out the useful links in the description and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to never miss a new lesson. I will teach not only Serbian but also other languages, so it will be very helpful for you to subscribe, and maybe you learn other languages, so let's keep it. Thank you very much for staying up to this slide and studying this tutorial with me together. I hope you learned something new from this lesson and made your first step into speaking Serbian language fluently. If you have anything to comment, write your thoughts below in the comments, leave a comment, and if you have any critique, please write your comment. Any critique is welcome as long as it is not mean or rude. Polite critique is always welcome, and leave your tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you have any improvement suggestions, if you have something to correct in this lesson, if you spotted any error, tell me, and I hope to see you in the next lessons. That's why subscribe to never miss a new lesson, because we will learn not only Serbian but also other languages here. And see you later. Bye.